it's that time of the year, it's cooling down, and we're going to check our stands. Usually we have WASP. So what I like to do is take a can. This is just BENGAL. It's an older can. It's got a 20-foot blast zone, so you can be 20 feet away, and further away the better for me. I always wear long sleeves and take every precaution. I wear gloves, very careful, but it's cooler, so they're not as active. If we run into any, usually they're just crawling, they're not really flying, or very aggressive, but always be prepared for the worst, and we are today. So we're gonna go check all our deer stands to make sure there's no wasp and no critters in there, and get them ready for hunting. Again, I like to wait till the weather cools down before I do that. And today it's a very beautiful day. It's cool. It's not even 55 degrees yet, so putting all the variables in my favor in case we run into anything. But it's a must do. It gives us confidence when we're going in. We usually don't hunt mornings until the rut starts. We mainly hunt evenings only. But when you get low light conditions, you want to be confident when you climb in your deer stand that there's nothing in there. No bugs, no wasps, nothing's going to sting you or get you. Just a added comfort before you go hunting. So that's what we're going to do. A lot of people will take in their box stands and use bug bombs and throw them in there. Those are effective too. I like to go in and just check everything, leave as less scent as I can. The bug bombs leave a lot of scent. It doesn't stick around, so it's not really going to impact your hunting, but I just don't want a whole lot of chemical smells in my stand. So I use this. I only use it when I need it. Most of the time I can kill them with my gloves or my boots or whatever, but we're going to be ready if we run into any. So stay tuned. So we're pulling up on our ridge stand. It's the one that's closest to the house. We can walk to it from the house, about 150 yards from the back door. So it's a good spot, but we're gonna walk up here and check. I did try something different. I'm gonna see if it worked. I left the window open, the shooting window, to see if that was effective or not in keeping wasp and bugs that like to build nests, to see if it helped. So we're gonna find out. This year, well, the years past, I've shut all the windows, and I've had to contend with lots of wasp. So this last fall, I had an idea to leave this shooting window open to see if it would help. And I don't have a single wasp nest. I got some spiders to deal with and a little bit of housekeeping, but no wasp, so it worked. So I've had this stand for 5 years. It's a tent style, 2-man, they call it a buck hut. It's made by MILLENIUM, I think. Anyway, other than me moving it a couple times and creating a few holes in it, which it doesn't leak, but I've patched a few spots with duct tape. It's very, very handy, very good stand. It's held up very, very well, but this is the window. My shooting, it's got shooting rails on it, so I got this set up with just this one window open, and I've got the door shut. You cannot see in this thing. We call it a sniper hut because you can't tell if anybody's in it or not unless your barrel's sticking out the window. So you're completely, there's no backlighting. If I open some windows on the side or whatever, you get backlit. But the way we've got it set up, this is the only window we need open. And we've been able to harvest a lot of deer out of this stand. It's got an insulated floor. It's very quiet, but it's got several long windows for bow hunting. Like I said, it's got shooting rest. You can adjust to your height, but it fits 2 people very, very, very comfortable. You could probably have 3 up here, 3 full-grown men, but 2 very comfortable. But thank God there's no wasp, and leaving that window open has helped. So we're good to go on this one. This one's ready to hunt. Rolling up on the muddy quad, Rick's stand, my oldest brother. We left the window open on it too. I can already see it's collected some water over the top. We're gonna have to get it off, but we'll get that on film. That ought to be pretty cool. A lot of times these covers will collect water and pine straw and different things. I like to get that off so it doesn't create a hole or cause damage to the stand. So this is my oldest brother's stand. It's a muddy quad. He first bought it, he didn't have the cover, and it sits, I think it's 9 feet or 8.5 feet off the ground, but you have to be extremely still with no cover. So we went ahead and he went ahead and bought the cover for it, and that's just been awesome. Again, we leave one window open for our shooting lane, and you can't tell anybody's in there. So if a deer or somebody's looking back up in the stand, you just see black. It's perfect. Another very, very similar to the one we were just in. Here where we're hunting, it's kind of thick, but if you're silhouetted, a deer is going to see you. They can see movement, they pick up movement, their eyes are on the sides of their head, so even when they're eating and doing it, any kind of movement they can see. So if I'm silhouetted in the stand, they're going to sit there when they see me, and they're going to sit there and they're going to be zoomed in on me. Now, these stands are up year round. All they see now is, when they look up, is just dark. There's no silhouette, there's nothing in there. I can move. If I'm in the stand, I can move around. They can't see that movement because there's no backlight behind me making my silhouette. So when the deer come through here, they're not going to pay any attention to it. Now if I open all the windows and all of a sudden now I'm silhouetted and a deer comes through and they catch movement or catch me moving, they're going to have me pinned. So it's very important, if you're not able to do that and completely take out all the light of the stand and just leave one window open, you need to wear dark clothing, camo. We've even gone to the extreme, and it's worked, of painting our, putting camo on our face, because your skin will glow too. But the way we have these stands set up, all of our stands, we can sit in the stand and hunt, and whatever is looking into the stand, deer, they can't see us in the stand. That just increases our odds. We're getting older. I can't sit completely still like I would if I had to in a ladder stand or a climbing stand. I used to hunt out of them. I love them, and they're great. They're very effective. I think they've got saddle stands now the kids are hunting out of, and those are awesome because you can pop them up in a remote location and hunt. But you're exposed. You have to be extremely still. And I tell everybody from Kentucky, our deer down here in Mississippi, they have PhDs. The season's long. They're hunted pretty hard. They will, if you're in a ladder stand, we started hunting here out of ladder stands, and being as still as I could be, the deer would come, but they would nail me. I mean, they're doing this, they're looking, that old doe, she's stomping, trying to get me to move. There's just no way I can raise a gun or a bow. So most effective way we've seen hunting here is box stands or ground blinds where you're completely covered. I've set up ground blinds, and deer and turkey and everything have walked right by it. They don't pay any attention to it. Now obviously you want to be set up to where you have the wind in your favor. This stand, we're going to leave it here this year, but we're going to put a permanent stand up on the ridge back here this spring, and we're going to film that building it. It's going to be similar to our condo back here, just not as big. And we're going to move this one up to the new location I found. You can see that video. Watch it. We're going to move it up there this spring and have it set up for early season next year. So, but the way we're setting them up is we're putting the odds in our favor. We got easy access. We can get in and out, and we have the wind in our favor. We can hunt several different winds. You're never going to outsmart a deer's nose, so you must have the wind at your favor. You can take precautions, which we do. We make sure we're clean, and we use the scent-free stuff and sprays, but they help to a certain extent. If a deer catches wind of you, they're gone. They're not going to stick around. Here, the reason why this one is such a challenge is it's not up on the highest point. So I can have a west or northwest or a southwest wind, but if it's not a steady 5, 6, 7, 8 mile an hour wind, it's going to swirl. So if I got a real light wind blowing through here, it's going to swirl. You also have to think of thermals. In the morning, as it's warming, you have thermals pulling scent up, and in the evening you have the opposite. As it's cooling down the day, you have thermals coming down. So what you get in this area in pines and with high canopy, you get that swirl. So you could be sitting here totally confident, hey, I got the wind. You can check the wind, and within an hour it's not in your favor anymore. It's blowing right down to the deer. So keep all that in mind, especially if you're going to build a permanent stand. Like I said, we've done our research. This stand's been here. This will be the 3rd year we've had it here. We know we're going to move it to another location and build a permanent stand back up the hill. But it's taken years of watching deer and years of hunting to establish that's where we want to do it. So do your homework, take your notes, but we're going to climb up here and make sure there's no critters in Rick's stand. I got some water, so watch yourself. I'm gonna push it out on the roof. You ready?
Yep.
This is the Muddy Quad. It's a 2-man stand. It has a different setup with the seats. Now you can move these, but they're mounted to the deer stand. Again, we hunt with just one window open. This one does not have an insulated floor. Again, allowing our scent to go down. We use my brother had purchased ozonics that we mount in here, which helps remedy the swirling wind. It does work. But what we're going to do is take some stall mats for horses, and we're going to cut them and put them in here and have an insulated floor. It'll help with a little bit with the scent. It'll also help on them cold mornings. This is a very cold deer stand on a cold day because you've got air coming up through the floor. The zipper on the door did fail, so we had to mount our own, which we just used burlap, and that helps keep the light out of here after we've come in.
How old is this stand?
The stand is just 3 years old. We've had the cover on it for, but this will be the 2nd year. It keeps you dry, and like I said, it keeps you from being silhouetted in here with just our one window. We've got it set up to where this is the only window we need. We know where the deer come in and out. We do miss a few coming back here, but it's the best setup we can come up with to give us the best opportunity. Without the light on in here or anything, if you're out 40, 50 yards in the woods looking up here, you can't see me because there's no I'm not backlit. All you see is just a shadow. It's just black. So it's a good stand. Like I said, we're gonna, other than the door failing, the zipper, and that was partly our fault, not the stand's fault or the cover's fault, but we're gonna add stall mats, cut them and put them in here, and they're not very expensive. Just a very good way to insulate the floor and keep our scent and the cold out. So excited. This one, again, we left it a window open, no wasp. So no wasp nest at all. This one don't even have a spider in it. So a few cobwebs, and there's a squirrel nest or a mouse nest that we got rid of. But other than that, good to go. It's ready to hunt. Now our final stand's our favorite. We call it the Buck Lodge, and pretty confident we're not going to find anything in it, but we're going to check it just to be sure. And to get to it, we got to go through the food plot, so we'll check on it. We got some rain forecasted. We'll see how it's coming, the seed germination. Food plot's getting green. Got really good germination, and we got a couple inches of rain forecasted for tomorrow, so it's really gonna jump after that. But as you can see, it's getting really green, and deer have already been eating on it. Really excited. Successful so far. It's still early in the year, so I left a few weeds in there. They won't hurt nothing. Actually helps the soil if you leave some weeds. Coming up on our big stand. Pretty confident there's nothing in it, but we're gonna go in there and look. Got a lot of brassicas popping up. Turnips and radishes are popping up, so. Should have plenty of food for the deer. As expected, nothing. Completely clean. No evidence of any critters. This is our favorite stand, probably our most successful. We got a full tour. Check it out video of how I built it, why I picked this location. But really, really good stand. A lot of memories made out of this one, and a lot more to make in the future. So this one's ready to hunt. It's well insulated. Every crack is sealed. So other than the bottom of the door, maybe a small crack, nothing can get in here. It looks the same as, pretty much the same as the day I built it, or the week we built it. Well, we appreciate y'all watching. It's been a beautiful, beautiful day today. Had perfect weather. Got our stands ready for deer season. Confident now we won't run into any critters or anything that's going to sting us or bite us. So look forward to it every year. It means we're getting closer to hunting season. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out. But y'all come back and see us when you get a chance.